Happy Sunday, everyone. Welcome back to the stream. That's right. It's your boy, battling through a cold, but we're here anyways. What's going on, guys? So, some of you probably know, I dropped my big top 100 video, a top 100 albums of all time on Monday. And by Wednesday morning, I woke up sick with a cold. So, that was nice and fun. Sorry if my voice sounds even deeper than usual and a little extra congested, but we're here. We're doing a slightly earlier Sunday stream. I hope you guys are feeling better than I am. I think I'm on the mend. I think I'm on the good side of this, but last time I said that 2 days ago, it came back and kicked my ass a little bit more. Just a cold, not COVID or anything like that, I don't think. Just lingering. That's always fun. But yeah, happy Sunday, guys. Happy to be here. I was getting a little bit of cabin fever, I'll be honest. There was like 24 hours where I didn't, actually it was more like 48 hours. I didn't even listen to music or anything. Like, it was just too much. My ears wouldn't pop. It was not great. So I was on the audiobook game because that was a little bit more my speed, and laying in bed watching some TV that I fell asleep to in and out many times. But like I said, I think we're hopefully on the upswing on the other side of it. Those of you who have reached out and asked about my mom, I really do appreciate that. Just a quick update at the top of the stream. First of all, I will say requests are open. We've only got 1 or 2 in the queue so far. So if you want to send something and have it play sooner rather than later, just hit up this link right here. And you can send something and they will play in the order that they come in. But yeah, my mom is doing a lot better. Apologies if I will try to mute myself if I break out in like a coughing fit or anything. Hopefully it doesn't come to that. We've taken the Dayquil. We've got some cough drops. Hopefully we'll suppress this thing. But if not, I'll try to mute. My mom spent her first 2 weeks after her surgery, for her spinal surgery, in the hospital. But this past Wednesday, she got to transfer out to a rehab center, and she's probably going to be there for about 3 weeks total. But she's starting to make some progress, and I'm really, really happy for her. So I appreciate the good vibes there. And she just got the staples out. She had 30, I think it was 30 or 31 staples in her back. Like, they quite literally sliced her all the way open to do multiple things that needed to be done and fixed, including fixing her scoliosis. But yeah, I'm excited about that new Tyler, the Creator album for sure. Chromacopia. I hope I said that right off the top of my head. Before we do anything else, I'm going to play a song that I've been meaning to listen to, a new track from the band Gleamer, The Body's Worth. Then we're going to take a free request, and then we're going to get into the queue. So, without further ado, here is the new Gleamer single. Smaller, kind of like indie, rock, emo, a little bit of that vibe. Hannah and I are big fans of these guys. They got a new album coming out December 6th. This is the second single. This will be my first time hearing it. The cough drop has been initiated. Broadside. Oh man, Transcore. It's been a while. I know them. I only know a few of their songs, like Puzzle Pieces, but for sure I'd be open to taking a listen. Yeah, Liam Payne at 31, man. I think it's a tough thing for just to fathom anyone under the age of like 50, especially. Not to say that, oh, you're 51 and it's time for you to die. No. But I really, it's unfathomable especially for, his kid, Bear. I think I read that he was like only like 6 or 7 years old. That's tragic. And I know Liam did some really, really shitty stuff, but I think a lot of shitty stuff was also done to him. So I don't know. Doesn't make anything right. And also, nobody out here deserving to die at 31. R.I.P. From what it sounds like, it might have just been an accident too, that he was just that intoxicated and fell. Yeah, let me pop this in the chat for you guys. We're listening to this new Gleamer track real quick. Yeah, C-Trains, that stuff is dumb. I remember similar stuff after Chester Bennington passed, and it's like, past criticism had nothing to do with this. Justin Hawkins didn't do anything wrong, and neither did anyone else that criticized Liam in the past, including me. Gleamer had been so consistent throughout the years, too. Hannah introduced me to this band. I'm pretty positive. What's mine was stolen. That fairness is a lie. Oh, wrong Spotify capture. There we go. What's mine was stolen. I don't have, honestly, I don't have any Liam Payne songs that I like. I'm sorry. I wasn't a fan, but that doesn't mean that, you know, like, I thought Liam's music was average at best. But I liked a lot of his, you know, work, some of the One Direction songs that he had solos on and stuff. Favorite One Direction album has to be 4, Blogger. I would go with 4. That one's got some great songs on there. I think Stockholm Syndrome, Clouds, Fool's Gold, Steal My Girl was on there, and Danny DeVito's in the music video. I mean, come on. This one's a little slower, but it's got that nice kind of brooding Midwest energy. Stockholm Syndrome by Blinker Muse. Yeah, there's a lot of Stockholm Syndromes, including 1D. You know, there's some good, oh shit. Okay, Shuffle. We throwing it to some Biffy Clyro. The UK fans are going to be very, very pleased to see that coming up in the queue. All right, let's do a free request. Like I said, we're gonna take one from the chat to get us started. And guys, please, let's get the queue rolling here. We got one from Mr. Drown already in. The queue is open. If you want to send a song, support the channel, appreciate it. Just click this link here and make sure you submit it with a YouTube link. And you can always adjust the timestamps if it's one of those things where, you know, the music video version is like, oh, it doesn't start playing until like 60 seconds. Just make sure to pop that in there. All right, guys, I will pick one at random here in just a second. Let's see what we got. Yep, Mon de Biff. I don't know why I said it with that accent. I've been hearing good things about this Chat Pile album. I am behind on new releases, though, that's for sure. That Top 100, that was a lot of listening. And I'll admit that I was kind of consumed by that for a while. So I am behind on the new albums in particular. But we're going to have a nice listening day, I think, one of these days. I might actually do a stream, maybe a catch-up stream or something in the next 2 or 3 weeks. All right, let's pick one here. Close my eyes. We're scrolling. And stop. All right, Son of Jesus. You got your wish this time for the new Breaking Benjamin. Awaken. Let's see if this sounds... I heard, or I should say I saw some people saying in the chat earlier that it sounds like any other Breaking Benjamin song. Let me throw this in the Spotify queue, and here we go. New Breaking Benjamin. I fully expect this to kind of sound like something straight out of the 2000s. Breaking Benjamin they've never been one of those bands that really showcase growth, if that makes sense. They stick to their, I don't want to call it necessarily a gimmick, but they stay in their lane. And, you know, for who that appeals to, it works. But for those of us wanting a little bit more, it can be frustrating. But let's put a pin in that for now and see if Breaking Benjamin can prove me wrong and shut me up. I don't know a ton about Tally Hall, other than that certain YouTubers hate them. I know a few of their songs, and I kind of liked what I heard. I'll be honest. What has an 85 on ARTV? Breaking Benjamin? What, based on 3 ratings? Hey, thank you, Stefan. Appreciate that, dude. Again, sorry guys if my energy's a little low. The KSI song, oh my god, Lissandro, it's so fucking bad, dude. The Trippie Redd collab. It'll be on my worst songs list, I'm pretty sure. Based on the ratings of 91 Breaking Benjamin fans. Oh god, trains. No, don't remind me. Was it? Trippie Redd loves to stick his dick in shit, if you know what I mean. This, like, Ben Burnley sure does know how to write the same chorus about 100 times and make it sound just different enough that they can repackage it around a new song or a new album. It's taken them a little bit longer these days. If I'm not mistaken, it's been a while since their last album. When was the last full album of new material? Like, what, 6 years ago or something? It's been a minute. Sexy Red or Trippie Redd? Can I take a lobotomy instead? I can't say it's getting me hyped in any sort of way. You're right, Zombie Berry. I'm not even going to try to go there with this throat, but like that scream is just the stereotypical Ben Burnley. You know, like we've heard him do this a million times. Zombie Berry's exactly right. Like the first thing that popped into my head was like, mainstream rock radio is going to fucking swallow this alive. They're shitting themselves right now. They're like, oh my god, yes, take this to #1 within. You know what? I'll put a prediction out there right now. I'm saying it either goes top 3 or #1 within 4 weeks, within a month of it coming out. Circle back and let me know if my prediction was right. On mainstream rock radio. The misunderstood genius of butt rock. Sounds like my April Fool's video for next year is Lockhead. The misunderstood genius of Chris Taylor Brown from Trapped. Actually, the misunderstood genius of both Chris Browns. There's my April Fool's video for next year. Debuting at #1 is really hard on radio, Son of Jesus. That happens so rarely. I got it wrong, Popular Monster. How about an I got it right and still uploaded on, nope. And then uploaded on April 2nd. Like, I know the exact type of person that's getting like that's like shitting bricks over this post buttcore. Stefan, I believe the winter glasses might just be it might be needed for that comment. Well done. Well done.
We all hate you, John.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah. Post buttcore indeed. But like, no, I can see the people that are going to eat this song up and like I can smell them from here. That's so mean. I'm so sorry. I'm thinking like Blue Ridge Rock Festival, you know, maybe like after some dude's been standing out in the rain, walking and trying to get to that fest for like 3 days to see Breaking Benjamin on night 3. That's the vibe that I'm getting of who would be really, really, you know, just all in on this. But for your casual listener, your casual fan, throw it on in the background. It's going to be some noise that certainly exists, but I really don't see much in the way redeeming about this. New Breaking Benjamin, gonna have to slap it with that old thumbs down. Not for me, man. Not for me. Not trying anything new. It's just the biggest crime is that it's incredibly, horrifically stale and boring. And that sucks. I hate that. Oh, never mind. That last riff, I take everything back. That was insane. So good. So good. Thumbs up. All right. Let's hop over to the queue. Mr. Drown, you're up first. Requests are open, guys. We've only got a couple in there so far. So if you would like to open it up, have it play sooner rather than later, just click this link here and submit something. But first, we're going to take a listen to A Light Havens. Sorry. Honestly. Apparently, it's not just my congestion affecting the sense of smell. It's also taking my eyes. Either that or the sunglasses. I don't know. Undecided. Afternoon, Mr. Drown. Great to see you. I don't know how I feel about the drum sequencing so far, the programming, I should say. It just feels a little haphazard or basic for this introductory stance, but let's see if it finds its way. Like somebody really pressed the default button on their keyboard, huh, for this loop. It's still got that basic clap to the drum, but I guess I do like that they built on it. I dig some of Conan Gray's stuff, you know? It was pretty easy to see that he kind of stood out above the pack from some of those, I don't know, people that get lumped in with the likes of, like, say, Shawn Mendes. Shawn Mendes music is like, I don't know, eating wallpaper for, eating a buffet of wallpaper. Nobody wants that. Like, nobody wants anything that bland. It's like eating, you know, like at a house, they make it up with all the fake stuff, the fake fruit bowls out on there. It's like that. And it's like, it looks real, but it's not. Anyone listen to the new Pinhead Gunpowder yet? No, Stefan, no. I haven't actually. That's right. Fuck, I saw Billy post about that. Look at me slacking over here. I haven't gotten to it yet, no. I've heard the first single, though. I thought it was solid, not mind-blowing, but, like, I don't think anybody was necessarily expecting them to reinvent the wheel of punk. Yeah, I agree, Blaze, for sure. Conan does put a lot of his own personality into it. Kid Pro, I was a little, I wasn't sure at first. There were a few songs on there I thought were pretty solid. He's gotten better and better, though. Never Ending Song came out, and I was like, all right, I'm paying attention. Yeah, Stefan, honestly, think of it like a blessing. It's like, yo, I love Green Day. I've consumed all this stuff for so long, and it's like, oh, wow, here's a fresh thing that's attached to that band that I love in a way. Kind of sounds similar, but takes it back to kind of that 90s vibe. A whole new leaf to uncover and overturn. I don't either, B. Not IRL. I'm not crazy about the drums on this or the vocals. It's coming across a little whiny, I think. It's just like, especially, I think it's maybe hitting me more so in that way because the music isn't really striking a chord, for lack of a better term. I I don't know, something about it isn't this. The synchronicity isn't quite there, I guess is what I'm saying. Like it kind of feels a little off. I don't want to be harsh, but I'm gonna have to give it a thumbs down. I gotta keep it honest. They said it. Sorry, Mr. Drown. I'll be honest. The most interesting thing I heard there was that little, that nice little build into that solo. I actually felt like the energy of the song was starting to shift a little bit, but I feel you, Drown. Like, it's one of those songs that feels like it's a little bit, I don't want to say experimental. It's a little bit more, I guess, limited with its scope that it's trying to hit. I don't know anything about this artist or band, but, yeah. All right. Unfortunately, back-to-back thumbs down. I feel like it's been a while since that's happened, but let's keep going. Let's see what we got here from Dream State with the track Bloom. Hit me with something if you think it's gonna blow my mind or you know, send me into a spiral. Either way, you're welcome to send anything from any decade, any genre, just as long as it's nothing, you know, offensive and shitty and horrible to other human beings. Let's not do that, but you know what I mean. All right, Dream State, what do we got here? Stefan said, found this band on my New Music Friday playlist. Been binging their discography all weekend. Probably one of the few metalcore bands nowadays that I enjoy. Okay, fuck yeah. I'm always down for that. Like, I feel like I get the craving. I'm like one of those people that it's like, I've got room for about like 5 metalcore albums per year that I like take on and like will actually carry on listening to. It's not a genre that I spend nearly as much time in as I used to, but for those acts that do stand out, like hopefully your Dream State's here for me too, and you know, Polaris and some of the other recent bands like Thornhill that have been pretty cool in that scene. But let's see what Dream State have to offer. Was it Son of Jesus? I haven't heard it yet. It was on my release radar, but I have not listened to the Bruno Mars collab yet with Rose. Is it Rose or Rose? I know nothing of K-pop, but forgive me. Yo, Zombie Berry. Random question for you, but I feel like, you know, I've been thinking about this with, you know, I've seen a lot of viewer names and usernames in the past week or so that I remember from like years past. I feel like I remember your name being around for a while. Am I remembering that correctly or no? I have not, Joseph. I haven't. I actually haven't heard anything from that yet. Touche Amore are one of those bands that I have a lot of friends that are very, very into, but I surprisingly, for some reason, have not taken the plunge yet. I only know a few of their songs. I feel like I would really like them. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Right on. I haven't heard the new Ink song. Yo, someone should send that. I haven't heard the new Ice Nine Kills. Hey, Paul. Anyone named Paul in the chat? You gotta send the song now. I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. We've been watching some horror movies while I've been laid up. What did we watch last night? We watched some of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. 1 and 2, and then we watched Freddy vs. Jason. You know, I kind of hope that Ice Nine Kills doesn't do a third one, or if they do the third one, reinvent the wheel a little bit, you know? Just don't do the third, I don't know, don't repeat yourself that third time, I don't think. I could be totally wrong, though. I don't know what they've got up their sleeve. I saw them on the new Kill Count, though, on the Dead Meat channel for VHS 85. That was cool. Is there an artist you never see live, even if you were given... So, an artist that I would never see live, even if I were given free tickets and was in my hometown? There's plenty of bands, brother. I'm in my 30s. It's going to take something real good to get my ass out there for a concert, even if it's free. No. There's tons, man. Think about any band that I've probably negatively reviewed. If Simple Plan put me on their guest list, they would be ghosted. Let's just say that. And John from ARTV would not be showing up. I'd get the first half of the song, right? I'm a dick. But I wouldn't come back with the I'm addicted to you part. I would just do that and then shove the door at their face and say, sorry, I'm back over here. I'm going to stay home. Not on the guest list. When Nickelback plays in North Carolina, John wouldn't I'd hesitate to show up. Yeah, especially if I was on the guest list. Oh, man. I would definitely not hesitate. Let me wind this back just a hair. I like her vocals. Some nice electronic sequencing in there, too. Damn, that drummer is getting it. I like that she's a little bit more... I might be talking out of my throat here, or out of my ass. No, but it sounds a little bit less throaty with the yell. Like, for example, somebody like Courtney LaPlante from Spirit Box. You can tell from watching those videos, like, how important and involved, like, you could see the veins bulging out there on the neck, right? Like, when she's screaming and singing. This feels a little bit different. I like that it's got a little bit more of a unique flair to it, so it's definitely helping this band to stand out. I might have to give this one a save. I'm definitely curious about this band now. Thanks, Stefan. It's a little generic lyrically, especially with this breakdown. Just makes me think of that. It makes me think back 10 years, man. To that unfortunately, one of my least favorites on The Hunting Party by Linkin Park, Looking Back. You don't know what you've got until it's gone. Like, it was just very basic. It kind of felt like they were taking it back to the first couple of albums, but it didn't really have, it was missing the depth. Unfortunately, that might be, if I'm remembering correctly, that might be probably in my bottom 3 at the very least on that one. It's fine, but it's not in any way extraordinary. Yep, there you go. With Paige Hamilton on All for Nothing from Helmet, you got Keys to the Kingdom, Guilty All the Same, Final Masquerade. Damn. Yeah, she shut that shit down there at the end. Yep, definitely a save. Thumbs up. Our first of the evening, actually. So let's keep that energy rolling with another track from Mr. Drown in the queue next. Requests are open, guys. If you would like to send something, just click this link right over here. And if that's not working for you, let me know. Has anyone had issues with Streamlabs? If anything pops up, let me know. Streamlabs is always drunk eternally, always, as we know. Make It Out Alive by Nico Vega up next. Maybe. If Streamlabs, you know what? I was just talking shit. Maybe I should have continued talking shit. There you go. I feel you, Ascension. It intrigued me. I liked it though. I think I liked it overall. Dream State for sure. I like the vocals too. A little dirtier tonight. Wash away this voice feels familiar. Have we listened to Nico before, Drone? I like that it's got a little bit of almost whimsy or something in its eye. Outside for the last bit of daylight. So let it go, let it Get Out Alive. Great track, Lissandro. What's up, Jack Celsius? Good to see you, dude. I did. Linkin Park and Poppy. I'll tell you which one I'm more excited for. That Poppy. I don't know if I'm even going to listen to the Linkin Park album, I'll be honest. It's not just about the Scientology stuff. It's really, for me, becoming more about, like, Chester was the lifeblood of the band for me, and I just don't know that I need this as a fan. So we'll see. I like the new Poppy song. They're All Around Us. Is that the newest one? Hey, what's up, Emmy? How are you doing? As I pop another cough drop in to shut myself up over here. This almost feels like a little bit older. It's reminding me ever so slightly of like a Florence and the Machine type vibe or something, but if they were from like a slightly different galaxy. A little bit more stripped back, obviously. Florence without the machine, maybe. I feel you, Bob the Builder. I think Adam Lambert is doing nice. But the difference between Queen and Linkin Park is that I almost would be okay with them being like Linkin Park plus Emily Armstrong, if you're going to go for it, or LP 2.0 or LP 0. You know, there's so many options that they could have taken, but they chose to use the OG band name because that's the most brandable, the most commercially viable, and unfortunately, it's pretty clear that that's what comes first to Mike Shinoda and the rest of the guys. So it's very disappointing. It's kind of heartbreaking as a lifelong fan, but the Linkin Park that's here now is not my Linkin Park, and it's not for me. Yeah, they are. Exactly. That's what I was getting at, Stefan. It's in the title. Queen plus Adam Lambert. They're not just selling it as Queen. I love that scuzzy guitar. That bass sounds really nice, too. It took a little bit to get there, but I think her voice sounds really, really nice with this bass tone, and really the driving guitars here are pretty cool too. It had a slightly ethereal vibe in the intro with some of that whimsy like I was talking about, but as it built and added in that instrumental, won me over a little bit more, Drown, I gotta say. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. It reminds me of, what does it remind me of? I thought of it while I was yapping about something else a second ago. Oof, that new Lauren Mayberry single has been stuck with me all week, I will say that. Someone sent that in on Monday's stream. Been hooked. We got some good stuff. I gotta be honest. We got a King Gizzard song that I really loved. Los Mesoranos, Retro Cedar. That track was amazing. Airhead by KMFDM was really, really good. The Sufferer track, too. Good stuff, guys. I haven't heard it yet, Jack Celsius. I haven't. We talked about it at the top of the stream briefly, but to quote the dad from Oculus 2013, Mike Flanagan, "What's that, princess? It's on my list." I say that to Hannah all the time, and I'm pretty sure it drives her insane. Just with that empty look. I love Mike Flanagan, and I love the movie Oculus. I don't know how many of you have seen it, but that is just my favorite line when the dad is pretty much, I guess, possessed or taken over at that point, whatever you want to call it. And he's just got that dead look at his eye, and the daughter's asking for something. "What's that, princess? It's on my list." If nobody else even knows what I'm talking about, I make myself laugh at least, and that's what matters.
Yup.
Have I seen Smile 2 yet? No, and I don't plan to, because I thought the first Smile movie was ass, and I did not understand the hype at all. I thought it was really dumb, and I I've talked to a few friends that ended up walking away with slightly more positive opinions on the first one than me, but still we kind of landed in similar territory that saw the second one and reported back like, yeah, dude, this thing, it's not scary at all. They overextend the premise. It's way too long. 2 hours and what, 15 minutes? The second Smile movie is? That just seems way too long for a fucking horror movie. Like, let's get over ourselves a little bit and condense. You know, a horror movie hitting around an hour, anywhere from like an hour 25 to an hour 45 feels about right. I don't know. I don't necessarily love gimmick movies, and I don't really understand why people are. I do what I don't understand why people call Smile elevated horror. You know what I mean? Like, it is and it isn't. It's like, okay, fine. Yes, sort of. Nah. Yeah, and It Chapter 2 was one of the worst horror sequels I have ever seen. Hated it.
Go look at the fucking streams.
And I love It Chapter 1. It Chapter 2, terrible. Watched it again a couple of years ago. Hated it even more. Oh, the substance, Jamal. So good. All right, guys. Well, I'm just going to throw on some music while the queue is open. If anyone would like to send anything, I'm chilling. I'm listening to some stuff. There were a couple of tracks that I was wanting to go back to that I discovered recently, including this new Orla Gartland album. So good. Stefan knows what I'm talking about, but there's one I want to play for you guys that I am really loving. I can't remember if we listened to this one on stream or not, but we're going to find out now.
See, I don't like to think about your lovers who came before me, but I know they exist. The ones that got
little
away.
Declan McKenna collab here.
Problems to pick with all your lovers who came before me. Okay, so maybe Rachel was right.
What happened to my mini player, Spotify? There we go. Hey, thank you so much, dude. Deck Alice. Oh my god, hold on. I know that I just said that wrong. I know I said that wrong. Because it's been a while, but you just jogged a memory. Hey, dude, how are you? Thank you for sending a song in, and apologies. Remind me how to pronounce your name if you're in chat. Anyways, late to the party with Declan McKenna, Orla Gartland. I'm more on the 9. I'm probably more like a 9 out of 10, honestly, Ascension. But that's great. I'm glad that you dug it too.
She's done.
Day Callous. There it is. Thanks, dude. I appreciate you. Good to see you. Day Callous. Oh, hell yeah, Jack Celsior. I would love to hear it. I haven't heard it yet, so I would love to hear something from it on stream. I appreciate that, dude. Welcome back. Just dropped my top 100 albums of all time video, so perfect time. Perfect timing, I should say, to rediscover. Two of us are connected.
Let me go back.
Shake her hand, I wanna give her my thanks
for the damage she's done. I'm late to the party and I'm late to the party. You haven't.
There's Declan. It's funny, Trades, that we have such kind of polar opposite opinions on Sam Fender and Declan. Because I love Declan, personally. I thought his new album was great. It might not make my albums of the year list, but it also damn sure might. I kind of think he's gotten better by album. I guess Zero's maybe not quite as great as the first, but the newest one is probably my favorite. What Happened to the Beach? when the Dayquil hits. What if I told you this was just a straight up bottle of Dayquil? It's not. I swear to God, it's not. But does it not almost say like, I want to go back, shave her head? Now, bitch, that would be brutal. Go back, shave her head. Now I've convinced myself that's actually what she's saying. Why did I actually hear it that time? What's the phenomenon for that called? I want to give her my thanks for the damage she's done. Okay, I'm going crazy. That's not what she said at all. That's not what she said. Yo, I'm tripping here, trains. You want to know why? I'm over here looking at the song queue, and the album cover for Only Revolutions caught the corner of my eye, and I glanced back over at the chat and see it again. I'm seeing double over here. Yeah, that's off of the new Orla Gartland album. Ooh, banger, Spotify. You know what's up. You real for that one. Mute Math coming in next. All right, we're going over to back to the queue. Day Callous is up next. This is a track from Ice Age called Painkiller. Let's see what we got. Full brass to start off this track. You know, that is one thing that I will complain about in the saxophone brass revolution that we've been having across pop and rock and other forms of music. It's great and all, but you know, you don't have to wait until the bridge to bring it in for a solo, right? You could just start right out of the gate, give me a little bit of sexy sax. That's all I'm saying. Which one of the five I see? This is actually the Scrat short that came in between 2 and 3. So, you know, if you know, you know. Ooh, Zombie Berry. Thank you for reminding me. I've done better this year about privating. I'm apologizing for apologizing. God, I really am sick, huh? Apologize for winding back. No. What was I gonna say? I completely lost my train of thought. Oh, Spotify Wrapped. Yeah. I've done a better job this year about turning on private mode when I'm listening to like really shitty stuff, like the new Katy Perry album or MGK and Trippie Redd, just so I don't accidentally have a situation like I did. Does anyone remember what was it? My reaction to Spotify Wrapped 2017 or 18, when like multiple songs from Beer Bongs and Bentleys made my Spotify Wrapped because I made the mistake of letting my friends control my music a little too often and play it from my Spotify. Never again. Never again. So it looks like this came out in 2018. Are they from the UK? This is kind of a brilliant pairing of sounds here. I kind of like it. From Denmark. Okay. Ice Age 6 would be a mistake. You're absolutely right. Oh, wow. I'm dumb. I just noticed that Sky Ferreira is featured on this. I'm actually more excited now because I like Sky a lot. Please, Capitol Records, or whoever, I think I got that right. Whoever her label is that's held her shit hostage for so long, please, please, let her put out another album. You know what, B? I will I will stand up for Toy Story 4. I'll die on that hill. I think it's pretty good. The worst of the 4, but I think it's still pretty good. Definitely better than the Ice Age sequels after 3. If Saw can hit 10, Ice Age can hit 10. Same here, Stefan. What else is new, though, for this guy? I wouldn't be surprised if Green Day were in my top 3 artists. I kind of low-key love this. Let me tell you why. To me, it almost feels like when those vocals are pairing, I almost get this weird image of like 2 snakes intertwining. It feels kind of like, oh, almost like we shouldn't be doing this, but it works, right? Why not? Cool pairing with all that brass kind of sounding, I can't tell if it sounds like joyful or if it's like a warning shot, you know? Kind of a cool vibe. Still killing it after 5 albums. Good for them. Good for them, Dick Ellis. Yes, the Land Before Time sequels. Yeah, don't even get me started yapping about that shit. You don't want to hear ARTV talk about Land Before Time sequels. Well, this is definitely getting a save. Really nice collab, too. Unexpected. I've listened to a few Ice Age tracks before. Don't know much about the band. This is very cool. Throwing it in my 2010s playlist, too. Cool. Good shit. Thanks, dude. I really do appreciate that. Cool track. My favorite that we've listened to so far today. Definitely a thumbs up and a save.
We all hate you, John.
Oops. That wasn't the right one. Sorry, Ronald. Yeah, somebody asked earlier what was up with the whole Warped Tour situation with Ronnie Radke. Well, Warped Tour is getting their butt cheeks clapped right now over on Twitters from what I can see over on Reddit. It's interesting that they're sucking Ronald's dick off over, you know, the new Warped Tour coming back. Tour being in air quotes, you know, on my end, because guess what? It's only 3 dates. That's not a tour. That's 3 stops along a highway. But I digress. Warped Tour posted in reply to Ronnie Radke on Twitter, who said something like, "Oh, all these pussies are getting offended about me coming back. I am Warped. I am Warped Tour. Get offended," and was bragging about his ticket sales. I don't know. You know, it's one of those situations where you're like, I'm not reading all that, homie. But they replied with, "You dropped this, our king," and with like the crown emoji. Go to my Instagram if you want to see it. It's under the he mad highlight. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they got ratioed hilariously by trans activists saying trans rights or human rights or something like that, and outshining Ronnie, who has been a known transphobe, while under the guise of saying, "I'm not transphobic," and then continuing to spew rhetoric that, you know, makes it just that much harder for them to exist on a day-to-day basis. That's a story for another day. We'll probably have another Ronnie video on our hands from me before too long. I'll say that. Mr. Drown up next with a track from Bones UK, Knee Deep. Sorry for the voice crack. Requests are open, guys. If you want to send something, just drop it in the queue right over here. Make sure to include a YouTube link. You mentioned on a previous Mother song that the track felt very human. I never looked at any song that way before, but this one feels exactly the same way exactly the same way to me. Human. Okay, cool. Bones UK were nominated for something a few years ago, weren't they? And I didn't know who they were, and people were mad at me. I feel like that's all I remember about the situation. It might have been the Grammys. All right, Knee Deep. Let's roll. Hello, my name is Human. Same here, Ellie. Same zombie.
Triple platinum, homie.
Floating on my back in the comfort of the knee-deep water.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, Emmy. Except for Sad Summer, they kind of sold out a little bit. But, you know, for lovers, Riot Fest is great. Four Chord in Pittsburgh. Shout out. Shout out to the more localized ones that are doing things right and aren't just getting bought up by Live Nation. This Vans Warped Tour is that. Live Nation. As is When We Were Young. Live Nation. As is Sad Summer. Everything's a monopoly. That's why the prices keep going up. Sheep. That's who, Jesus. Reminds me a little of Taylor Momsen from the Pretty Reckless. And How the Grinch Stole Christmas, of course. Brat Autumn. Sipping that. When I'm at the pumpkin patch, I'm sipping that. I feel like we got a nice slow burn on our hands here. Drums and that like kind of forlorn guitar are adding a lot of suspense to this. I agree, Derek. I think that would be a good video topic for sure. I actually have that written down in my phone in a note. I would love to talk more about. As not a huge gamer, there's still been a huge influence of video game soundtracks and even scores in my life. So yeah, I would definitely like to talk about that on Beyond ARTV. You're good, Jason. It's not for everyone. That's how I felt. I have felt for most of Charlie's albums up until this one. Crash was pretty good, but I genuinely do really like Brad. Looking back, I still can't say that I enjoy Pop 2, Number One Angel, stuff like that. Just wasn't into. Charlie was okay, self-titled. I can picture the guitarist standing behind a volcano. Either that or some sort of neutron star collision. Damn. They're sticking the landing. I'll say that. James Isaac Neutron. Somebody remind me to make that a soundbite. I need to get with the mods and just come up with a bunch of random shit. References, deep cuts, fun shit. James Isaac Neutron would be a great one. I'd like to at least give this one another listen, so I'm gonna give it a save. Bones UK. I can see what you mean about that one feeling human, Drown. I think I felt that too. I think the song, I think maybe part of the reason that is because the song really doesn't feel like it's been overworked or overproduced to hell. You can feel almost a slight imperfection to it, or that kind of human quality that you would want. The warmth in the recording still feels like it's there. That guitar solo was great. Loved it. Really good track. All right, guys. Let's see what else we've got over here. There was something else that I updated in the Reaction Stream Hall of Fame not too long ago. If you guys haven't checked that out yet, it's linked in the description, or you can always use the commands if they're working in chat to do something like I just did there. Oh yeah, for sure, Ace. Absolutely. Yeah, we listen to people's original music all the time. As long as you're open to constructive criticism and feedback from chat that may love it, may think it's... They might have a myriad of opinions, but I think it's an important step in putting yourself out there as an artist. And, you know, I think chat will back me up on this. I don't like to just sit here and tear down new musicians. It's not my vibe. It's never been my thing. And, I think that I've always at least tried to give some form of, well, if I don't like it and if I really do think it sucks, I'm going to do my best to tell you why I think that is instead of just saying it sucks and moving on. Hey, what's going on, Danny? Welcome, welcome. I was just, oh yeah, that's what I was doing. I was updating the Reaction Stream Hall of Fame. There's actually a couple of other tracks that I probably want to put in there, but the most recent additions were from Illiterate Light and the band Vola as well. Clipping recently as well. There was something else. Was it Seeing It Now? Yeah, I think somebody sent that one in. It might have been Jason that sent that one in. Swim School. Some of my favorite tracks of the year, guys, I gotta be honest, have come from you guys, so thank you for that. Well, while the queue is open right now, if you would like to send something, boom, like they just did. But there was a track off of the new Jamie XX album that I just keep coming back to, that I've really been hooked on, that I'd like to take a listen to. It's called Waited All Night. It's a collab with the XX, and I feel like I've been waiting so long for them to do more stuff together. Hopefully next year we're getting a new XX album. Big fan of these guys. But yeah, this is off of In Waves. Hey, thank you, Stefan. We'll probably have a submission from Ace soon as well.
Isn't this what you want? To be connected to somebody on your side, looking right through.
The XX are low key, but you know, it's one of those things. It's a deep pleasure for me. The more you listen to it, I feel like the better it gets. You just kind of live in their world. I think I See You is their best album. I think most people would ride or die for the debut, but I love that. I think Coexist is probably their weakest, but still not bad. But I See You almost made my top 100 albums, I'll say it. I waited all night. Now I'm Brad. Dude, the switch up and the outro are heat. Now we got Oliver coming through. I just always loved Oliver's voice. It's been a comfort. I got into them, I want to say, I know I was a little late, but not like super, super late. Maybe like 2011, maybe 2012, maybe right before Coexist.
Waited all night for
Song's erasing my cold. Like, I feel like I actually might, if I was forced into a club scenario, which I would not prefer, I would dance to this. Slaps so hard, dude. Like, y'all aren't ready for this outro. I feel that. Yeah, On Hold is a great track, too. I fucking love that song. You need that IV. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, so good. Don't make me sit here and listen to the whole album again, because I'll fucking do it. I was pleasantly shocked with how much I ended up loving this record. Whew, that outro is such heat. It's like, I love when songs do that. Give me a reason to stick around until the very end, right? And you can't miss that. It's a can't miss outro. So yeah. Ellie, you weren't here. Wind the stream back. Wind back the VOD later if you want. Either way, we actually reacted to the Breaking Benjamin song. What did I give this on AO2Y? Let me take a second and pop over there. I give it an 86. Loved it. One of my higher ratings of the year. I have a feeling it'll be in my top 20. All right, Stefan, what do we got next here? Nothing Ever Happens. Is this Pinhead or is this something else? Hey, I feel you. Guys who, those of you not into it, I don't want you to feel like, you know, oh, you're taking crazy pills just because you don't hear what we hear. Those of us who do love it. But, you know, at the end of the day, we're all going to interpret our art differently. And that genre is not going to be for everyone, that sound. But for me, that's pure bliss. That's one of my favorite tracks of the year. Probably somewhere in my top 20, I would say, for the album as well. Here's Nothing Ever Happens by Pinhead Gunpowder. Let's go. Your wish is my command. Thank you, Stefan. Let's go. I believe somebody else said they might be sending a track from this end too. So let's see what we got here first. There's Billy. Exactly, it's healthy to disagree, I would say. I do like that the vocals feel different here. It's not just, you know, a mixing thing or anything like that necessarily. Like, he actually sounds like he's putting effort into sounding a little different from his Green Day presentation. Ooh, that's a tough question, Lissandro. I'll think about that more by end of year, because the album will obviously be on my best albums of the year list. Might talk about it then. Really catchy, peppered stuff on this one. Like, it's familiar for sure, but it's got such a sunny melody. It's like, damn it, Billy. Like, you know how to write a damn hook. I know that. You've proved it so many times. But the formula, I don't know why it works so well for... It's like, I don't know. He's got that Midas touch. Yeah, that could be cool, Jesus. Yeah, dropping on a Monday for Tyler, the Creator. I saw that he had said in the past that he just wanted to drop on like a Monday or a Tuesday like the old days. Fresh week. Fuck the first week sales. Who cares? He's had number ones. If he might still get a number one with this. Whoa, hold up. Oh my god, I love those vocals. I'll admit that I wasn't so crazy about what was the title track, Unt? Was that the lead single, if I'm not mistaken? I wasn't like blown away by that or anything. This sounds even way better to me. Loving this. Jason White on guitar, ladies and gentlemen, and everyone in between. Let's go.
I'm so fucking happy right now.
This band is Billie Joe Armstrong, Jason White, Aaron, whose last name I was never able to pronounce, and Bill Schneider. No relation to Dan fucking Schneider. I believe he's one of the guitar techs for Green Day. Roaring thumbs up for that Pinhead Gunpowder. A major reminder to check out the album. I kind of want to check out the album, if I'm honest, like on stream. Hey, what's going on, Calvin? How you doing? Welcome. If anyone else is just joining the stream, do me a huge favor. Hit that like button. It helps me out a ton. It lets people know that you're engaging with the stream, and therefore YouTube pushes it out to more people and says, hey, this dude's live right now. Did you know that? Cool. All right, should we? I kind of want to listen to Unt. I do. The queue's, of course, still open, but fuck it. Let's do it. I think it's short, right? 32 minutes. Let's put it on. Let me turn that down just a hair so I don't blow everyone away. Just the right length for ADHD? Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. Saviors? I've heard that one. Sounding better. I'm liking it more, my second listen. For anyone unfamiliar, Pinhead Gunpowder is a Green Day side project. Billie Joe Armstrong is in the band, of course. Jason White, who tours with Green Day, was a member during the Trilogy era. From what I've heard, I've seen several people actually compare this to the sound of the Trilogy and maybe a little bit of some Foxborough hot tubs in there at times too, another Green Day side project. So, yeah, just the lore recap real quick. They've been around since the 90s. They've only put out a couple of like official releases, but they kind of, play shows here and there, reunite occasionally. And now they've recorded new music. This was recorded, I believe, early last year, and it's just now finally coming out. I'm curious. Someone should send in that Bruno Mars collab. I would like to take a listen. A little redundant, but I would still say at least a light to decent thumbs up. I do think I think the album's gonna have better songs to come, just based on the other tracks Stefan sent. Yeah, I think you're right, Stefan. Yep. Pair of studio albums, couple set of EPs, like 4 or 5. Put the C before the unt, and that's what we can call Ronnie Radke. Damn!
Yeah, homie, yeah, homie, yeah, homie.
Hey, what's going on, human? I was just talking about one of the songs that you sent in. Not too long ago at all. Someone saw the redundant reference. My hat's on to you, Lissandro. That was track 1. I am so sorry, Billy Joe. Did I cut you off? You still had 1 fucking minute.
You gotta be fucking kidding me!
Billy, when I interrupted him and paused the song before it was officially over. See, when I laugh, I start coughing. Damn it. It's difficult, but not impossible. Exactly. That's what it feels like to laugh and not cough. Difficult, but not impossible. Thank you for that reminder, Billy Joe. Track 2, let's go. The queue is open, guys. If you would like to add a song or an album to the queue, then just click this link up here. Send something my way. Yeah, I have funny clips. I think I heard of him originally through the Gorillaz collab. Hey, thank you, Dick Alice. Appreciate that. Sending in a cover song that you did. Nice. We'll listen to that after this album. I'm not as crazy about this so far. If I'm not mistaken, that's a different vocalist, right? I believe Pinhead Gunpowder typically switches between 2 different vocalists. Let me look and see if I'm reading that right. There's like, I know Jason does backing vocals, of course, sometimes, but is that Bill? I think it might be Bill singing. I'd have to look at the credits to know for sure, but I don't believe that's Billy. Unless we got something crazy going on. That sounds like, I'll be honest, because that riff sounds a little bit like Lazy Bones off of the trilogy, so I kind of get what people are hinting at with the trilogy vibes. Like, this is Billy, of course, but I think that first verse, I don't know, it sounded different. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. They might be swapping back and forth. Dirty Dan. That's what we called my old manager at the movie theater I worked at. Dirty Dan. His old Twitter handle was @SafariDan. I know that I'm shouting it out now, but like it doesn't matter. He closed that shit like over a decade ago. Safari, I think it was Safari Man Dan or something like that, and then a bunch of like 69 or 420. He was such an asshole. Safari Man Dan. His tweets were fucking hilarious, though. Like, me and my coworkers would like look him up sometimes and just take screenshots and send them to each other. Like, he would be like tweeting from the toilet, like complaining about his employees. And we're just like, what the fuck, man? Talk to me if you got a problem. Don't blast this shit out in the toilet and on Twitter. Yeah, the vocal tone sounds a little inconsistent, which makes it a little bit sound a little bit more inconspicuous. He was something else. Safari Man Dan. What is it with people named Dan? Now, mind you, not Danny. I didn't say Danny. I know there's a Danny in the chat right now. I didn't say Danny. I said Dan. I've had bad experiences with people named Dan. I've had multiple coworkers that were named Dan that turned out to be terrible people. Then there's, of course, Dan fucking Schneider. There's another soundbite we need from the Pink Guy song. Dan fucking Schneider. Daniel Radcliffe. Yep, we got no problem with Daniel. However, Dan. People that go specifically by Dan, even if their full name is Daniel. There's a few good Dans out there, for sure. Dan Reynolds. How about Danny DeVito? Yo, some self-love for Danny. Sorry, I forgot to give a rating for the second track. I was a little bit cooler on that one. I'll go positive meh. Yeah, these punk tunes fly by if you're not careful. Under 2 minutes. Shout out to the good Dans. Thank you, Dan. Oh, thank you, Human. I appreciate that. Thanks for the submission. Hey, what's going on, Machine Gun Billy? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, so that was Scum of the Earth. Definitely a thumbs up on that one. I dug that track. A little bit more of that classic, like, you know it's Billie Joe Armstrong coming through clearly on that, especially vocally. I think the overall vibe of the song obviously didn't overstay its welcome. Would I have loved to hear a little bit more? Sure, but in that 2-minute runtime, we got a lot done. I'm here for it. Oh my, indeed. Track 4. Oh God, Rob Schneider. Rob fucking Schneider. I wouldn't be surprised if those two shitbags are related. Rob Schneider and Dan. The sludge. The sludge factory. Billie Joe Armstrong. How do you always do that? You catch me completely off guard with the name change. You'll like pop in with your regular one, and then it's magically before my eyes changed. You're a wizard, Philly. Kinda got Warning vibes on this one. Hey, what's up, Subhuman?
Oh, yeah.
Welcome. That was certainly one for the Razorbacks. I don't know how much respect I have for El King, though. To be honest, though, after the Dolly Parton incident and some other shit. It's kind of... This is kind of one of those albums so far to me that it's just kind of keeps you bopping and smiling, you know what I mean? Like, it feels... Maybe to some it's going to be overly familiar, and I do understand where you're coming from, but it's hitting me in a good way. It kind of feels like catching up with an old friend, you know? Yeah, it's been a while since their last proper album. A long time. I mean, X's and O's, it does kind of slap. I'll give you that. The vocals are almost like a little uncanny at some points where it's like, wait, is that Billy Joe or is that... Because the other guys that sing in this band sound... Maybe it's just because they've been around Billy so much, but they kind of take on a very similar tone with the way that they sing.
Well, doesn't matter.
See, Billy just came in and harmonized on that.
Doesn't matter.
Or is he harmonizing with himself? Like, I can't figure it out over here, man. I'm like over here thinking to myself, and I'm just like, bro.
Are you dumb, stupid, or dumb? Huh?
Hey, thank you, Ezra Martin, who just chimed in on CashApp with a dono. Thank you, dude. Thank you for sending one in. We'll get you added to the queue. We're currently listening through this album, and then we've got 3 others in the queue right now, and we'll make sure that you are added to that, Ezra. Thank you. So this is track 5, Nothing Ever Happens. I think we're on track 5. Yep. Last track, of course, a thumbs up. Gunpowder Day. I got you, Ezra. I see your request. Little out of the box, but that's cool. We're gonna be listening to the new Morgan Wallen song. Whoa. Ooh, that was a nice clean shift there. That's definitely giving me Dose vibes. I kind of wish the drums went a little harder. Like, well, I say that right as a big old drum fill is about to come through, right? But the cymbals just feel like they're a little lacking of a punch, I guess. Like, I wish it was a little bit more aggressive to meet the rest of the track, but still, like, a light thumbs up, for sure. Fun track. Again, none of these overstaying their welcome, all right around 2 minutes. Here's Draw It In. Oh, God, yeah. I mean, yeah, exactly, Savan. You bring up a good point there with Angelina and John Boyd. Not everybody, most people don't feel the same way as their parents or family. Everybody's beliefs are their own. I've never listened to a Morgan Wallen album, and I'm probably going to keep it that way. They're just... I have no desire, first of all, but second of all, they're just too fucking long. Like, who cares, brother? You're stream trolling, we know. I feel like that would have been a cooler name for the song. I think Draw It In is a cool name. I will say that, but Future Out of Focus, I kind of like that. Yeah, I'll give you that, Philly. He played Mr. Sir in Holes, and will always have that. I might hate his political views, but admit his talent. Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think it's important to be able to make that distinction. Like, there's obviously a line, but, you know, for some things, it's just like, just because an actor or someone has a different point of view than you, that doesn't mean that you, like, oh my god, I can't see that. I'll never watch Holes again. Cool guitars on this track. I think Jason's doing some cool riffing here. Apparently, they were sending riffs to each other back and forth, like via email and stuff during like COVID lockdowns. So that's how this started in the first place. So I believe this was the second single off of the album. I didn't hear it before the album. Unt is the only one that I heard before Unt, the album. So this was the second single, Shine. That's cool. Funny clips that your mom actually enjoyed it too. You never know how that's gonna go when you show your parents something that you like or that you watch. At least that's how I always felt. I feel that, Ellie. I'm just more inclined to pirate a Tom Cruise movie. You know what I mean? Interesting roll on the cymbal there. Like, the mixing in places is a little rough. Like, and again, like, I'm gonna complain, like, I wish the drums were a little bit more in your face, but still, even the cymbals, like, I just feel like it's there in my ear for sure, but I wish it was a little bit more prominent. A little generic. Doesn't feel incredibly, like, vivacious or anything. Like, the riff is there, but it does feel a little overly familiar. I'm gonna say meh for Shine, unfortunately. Felt a little forced. Well, hello, Canada. Let's go. It's almost like some of the extra oomph put on the guitars could be spread to the drums instead. Yeah, for sure. We got the hand claps. Watch out, father of all. Billie's like,
I'm so fucking happy right now.
ooh, come on, honey. Wait, wrong song. I'm going to put a firm price on that one, Subhuman. In fact, it's right there in your name. Plus 10, because that's when the movie came out. 9,400. USD. Not Canadian. Again, unfortunately, feeling a little more meh on that one. A little bit more neutral. Kind of felt a bit like a postcard from the road. Postcards from Buster, if you will. A little generic. Buster did it better. Let's be honest. Pure uncut rock. No trap beats. No Swedish songwriters. No neighbors. Here goes the neighborhood. Hey, this could be our new song. Maybe this will be the intro song for the stream. Here goes the neighborhood. I guess that's what Neighbors as a whole, as a community would be, right? The neighborhood.
Again feels not so far away. Rivals on arrival, best of friends, arch enemies. Shot into our sleeping lives, electric wide awake. Now holding on for dear life, every season change. Once was to the car.
Very similar symbol pattern once again on this one. You want to know why that is, Philly? It's a company that I did a rant about a long time ago. Some of you might remember. Crush Management, also known as Crush, simply just that word, or Crush Music. Crush is a label of sorts, but more like, think of it like a marketing firm for artists. And in the past, they have worked for people like Fall Out Boy, Weezer, they basically run their socials for them. You know, put up stuff on the website, help promote the record, billboards. You can thank Crush Music, Crush Management for all of that. So Green Day signed with them 2 album cycles ago, before Father of All and the Hella Mega Tour. So, you know, just ignore the cringe. Ignore their cringe and just listen to the music. They did, human. They did. Yeah, that was, I believe, confirmed somewhere I saw in the subreddit that it, obviously the band didn't like say, hey, this is exactly what we want. That was Crush. Crush, crush, crush. Saviors was killer. Amazing record. Probably going to be in my top 5 of the year, I would say. I see it happening. Requests are still open, guys. If you want to send something, just click this link here that's pinned at the top of the chat. Riffing intensifies. Dilemma, best song in a long time they've done. I kind of like this one. I'm digging it. They got me back. This one's really skipping along. A little bit longer, too, so I like that they fleshed it out a bit more. I like Bobby Socks, and I like that I think it's a good choice for a single. It's nowhere near one of the best songs on the album, I don't think, but, you know, it's a little annoying in the chorus, but it was a lot of fun live, and that kind of won me back to it. Mumbles up next. Let's see what track we're on. Hold on. We're on track 10. 10 of 14. Hey, Nunez. Good to see you. Welcome, neighbor. Clearly about mumble rappers. Either that or Ed Bassmaster's character. That might be a deep cut. Runtime is only, I believe it was 32. 33, basically. 33 even. It really is flying by. I'm digging this one a lot. Nice heavy guitar on this one, some distortion on that bitch. They know what they're doing. I'm on the recovery side, I think, of this cold, Nunez, so doing better today than I was yesterday. That's for sure. Absolutely. Yeah, great song. Jesus, American Dream is killing me. Pop songwriter I do like. Lady Gaga immediately comes to mind if we're talking like mainstream pop. But if you're talking like more behind the scenes type people, I mean, there's obviously, I don't know, off the top of my head, I don't necessarily have one that's coming to mind, but I know that there are obviously good ones out there. Okay, here you go. Babyface. Boom. Mumbles felt like it just flew by. Not my favorite so far, but definitely a good time. Hey, I'm familiar with this color. I've heard of this color before. That's the name of some other band. Charlie XCX, good shout. Yep, she has written songs for other artists, you're right. It's always interesting to look through songwriting discographies on like Wikipedia and shit. Just to see. I write lyrics sometimes, Philly, but I don't so much like write songs or anything. I'm more content to just write out ideas to get it out, you know what I mean? Not with the intent of really feeling like I need to or want to do anything more with them. That's unfortunately just never been a gift that I had, you know what I mean? That's why I interact with music the way that I do. It's gotten an interesting, smoky kind of 2000s, almost like, I almost want to say like a little bit of like post-grunge or something sneaking its way in there. I don't know, man. Let me wind that back a little bit. It's the vocals, maybe. I'm kind of feeling it. I think this is the most different sounding one and unique so far. This is really cool. Very sticky hook too. Yeah. Emmy, that you put it to words when I couldn't there. Yeah. It does suck being a music fan, but not feeling like you have any musical talent, but not having any. Wish I could express myself in that way. Me too. Pop producer I like? Stargate has done some good work, right? Not Ryan Tedder. I'm trying to think of recurring names that I see. A.G. Cook? Danielle Harrell. It does have it, like I was saying. Yeah, I've kind of felt like, dare I say, post grunge. It does have kind of a grungy swell to it. I really like that. Yo, Chowchilla. That's almost Chinchilla. Let's go. Chowchilla though. That's something else. I feel like did I watch a documentary about Chowchilla? Something happened at Chowchilla. We're gonna find out. For those of you that don't know, we have 2 chinchillas. I'll ask Hannah if she can bring one of them up, if they're available. Phineas is really, really good. Good mention there. Good shout. Andrew Watt. Yep. He's done some good shit. I think Andrew is I mean, he's a pop producer maybe, but he's also a rock producer. He's worked with enough rock people now, like Ozzy and obviously Pearl Jam this year, to really get those credits. You know, he deserves the kudos. Kid Harpoon with Harry Styles. Yep. I believe Kid Harpoon worked with Florence and the Machine as well and some other acts I love. Paramore single, huh? Happy birthday. Damn, that is a quick one. That was chaos in a bottle right there. I think I liked it, but I will definitely have to give it another listen before I can fully determine that. I think for now I'm going to give a hesitant thumbs up, I think. Pretty sure. Yep, we listened to the Breaking Benjamin single earlier on stream. So if you want to scrub back or check it out in the VOD later, that'll be there. Let's keep it rolling. We're almost to the end of the album. Whoa. Trash TV. 2 more songs. Trash TV and Song for Myself. These are among the longest on the album. About 3 minutes each. Is it Justin Traynor or Justin Tranter that you're talking about? Because Justin Tranter, if that's who we're thinking about, that works often with like Julia Michaels, I would disagree on that. Don't like them. Hey, thank you, Magnus Burge. Appreciate you sending something in. Now this is Green Day vibes for sure. I wish Jerry Traynor from iCarly produced music. I might start making music if he did. Yeah, I can't stand Julia Michaels as a songwriter and producer. She's so bland. Fuck yeah. Shout out to the Mayo fans out there. Hannah always makes fun of me for getting mayo on so many things. And I'm just like, real talk? You got spicy mayo. You got all kinds of different mayos. I'm down for the mayo. You know what I'm saying? Billy knows what's up. My hair and... Got a new fucking anthem over here. Honestly, human? Same. It's not close. It's not close. Mayo's my favorite. I'll say it. I'm free. I feel is bequeathed? Is that a word? I feel bequeathed of that. Or something. I feel unburdened. I'm sick of Jack Antonoff. Wait, Jack who off? I'm digging this one. Lissandro. You did not. That was perfect. Why was that? Why was that so perfect? Oh shit. Mayo all the way. That actually high key is perfect. Let's go. Mayo is my favorite sauce and month. Yup, because we all know Cinco de Mayo. Mayo is Spanish for May. Let's go. That's right. I can say my basic months in Spanish. What of it? I wish I had done better in Spanish, but my autistic ass did not do well with the language that I already had. So picking up a second one was really difficult. Anton, what the fuck? Those glasses absolutely get a little uncomfortable after a while because they have the Minecraft ridges in them. We got to go back to the winners. So this is the album's swan song, A Song for Myself. Here we go. Track 14. I feel that, Calvin. I think a lot of people do. Fair enough, Ascension. That's how I feel. I had 4 years of Spanish between middle school and high school, and I know a few words. You know what I remember most from Spanish class, unfortunately, and I'm about to embarrass the shit on myself? It was like one of the, what do they call them? It's like a hymn, I guess you would call it, but for like kids, like it was like a Christian school thing. But the song in English would be, I've got the joy, 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 joy down in my heart, right? Well, you know, we had to sing in our Spanish class, you know, singing for the Lord over here. So we would go, Yo tiene gozo, 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 gozo en mi corazón. ¿Dónde? En mi corazón. ¿Dónde? En mi corazón. Yo tiene gozo, 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 gozo en mi corazón. Every fucking day we were doing that shit. That's still in my head. Yeah, that just happened. Oh man, that's bringing back all kinds of crazy memories to not the greatest times, but just trying to keep my head above water in Spanish class. It was absolutely torture, man. Absolutely. Did Stacy's mom have it going on, Philly? A rap producer that I like, Soundwave. Sound, no D. That's now stuck in your head. Oh no. Oh no. I'm so sorry. How was my Spanish to anyone out there watching that speaks Spanish fluently? How was my Spanish on my singing? You can be honest. Be brutally honest.
You don't have to think it too. It's just a thought that was in my mind. No one's
Hello, V4V.
since 1963. Are we all gonna listen to the emoticon and say, just let it be?
I feel like we're ending on a solid note here with this album.
It's still blowing in the wind.
Again, kind of some Warning vibes on this. Trilogy and Warning are the albums that come to mind the most when listening to this.
Just around the bend. Oh, yeah, I am trying to believe in myself. Be a little good, be a little good, be a little good to my friends.
Perfect timing. We've got a chinchilla in the building. Just in time for the final song, Journey.
It's a song
This is Juniper. What's going on? You just chillin'. You want to show off your tail? He's so chonky. He's spherical. Spherical. What you got to say, buddy? What you think? We vibing. I think he's kind of digging this song, to be honest. He probably would have jumped by now. These are open ear headphones, so he can't hear. What you think, Juniper? We feeling like a thumbs up, a meh? I mean, if you keep your tail to me, I'm just going to take that as a thumbs up. Okay, cool. He said it slaps. That's what the tail whip to the face means. Boom. That was the Pinhead Gunpowder album, the Green Day side project. Pretty solid. Solid overall. What you think, Junie? Say hello to chat. Nothing on your mind. Absolutely nothing going on between these two ears. Our other chinchilla is like so like wired and like tense, like he's always on the lookout for something. This dude's not got a care in the world. If Juniper says it's a 10, it's a 10. You're absolutely right. Last album out in 97. Yep, that's right. All right, buddy. You want to go back with mom? Good boy. You ready? Say bye to everyone. Good boy. Here you go. You put him there. Thanks, man. So, off first impressions alone, you know, for the album, I think it's not great, but like we kind of went into it with, right? The expectations not necessarily tempered, but knowing likely what we're getting ourselves into. And there were certain tracks like Green that really exceeded my expectations for the kind of sonic territory they were going to explore. So I'll definitely be giving this a few more spins before I come to a final conclusion. But solid first listen, I gotta say. Some good songs, a few skippables, I think, for sure. But overall, solid stuff from a Green Day side project, especially if you're a big Billie Joe fan. You're interested in the type of songs that he writes, you're probably going to, at the very least, give this like a light thumbs up. You know what I mean? I think it's a little bit stronger than some of the other work that we've gotten from, say, The Long Shot, some of the other offshoots that we've heard from Billie Joe, and even like the No Fun Mondays and stuff. This is some solid kick-ass stuff. Animals over people any day, Stefan. I'm with you on that. All donations go to the Feed Juniper Fund. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. The Feed Juniper and Baymax Fund. And the thing about chinchillas is that they're so fucking cute that they like unintentionally manipulate you into just giving them whatever they need at any time, like above and beyond. Like, what's that, King? What do you need? Oh, you want a hay cube? Absolutely. You want to chew on this apple stick? Absolutely. Whatever you want. So, yeah, the Feed the Chinchilla Fund is open. If you would like to send a song, you too can keep a chinchilla in hay pellets and proper sticks for just $1 a day. Let's jump back over to the queue. Speaking of it, if you want to add on to it, just click this link here. Drop me a YouTube link. Day Callis is up next with a song that I believe he covered. This is a cover song of an ARTV classic. The original is 9 minutes. I just couldn't be bothered to play for that long. Very nice. So this is a track called Eggshell. Then we're getting into some King Gizzard and some Raven Redwood. Little critters, and especially we're big rodent people. And rodents, those teeth, always growing. You gotta constantly give them wood to chew on. So the original track, I'm curious to see really quick, just to compare the vibe and just to get kind of like, I guess, the groundwork for where this 9-minute song would start and go. ARTV Eggshell. I'm not familiar. Is this another artist from Denmark? I'm curious. I just want to have a comparison starting point for what I'm looking at. You're not wrong, V44. You're not wrong at all. Portishead vibes. Okay. I kind of get the vibe that it's going for now. Okay, cool. Cool. Piano cover. UK this time. Gotcha. Altaker. Definitely ambient vibes. I can't tell because the video you sent is kind of dimly lit. Are you playing on like just a keyboard, a full-blown piano? I feel like we got the pedal going right now. We got some sort of... It feels like it's filling the room. That's why I'm thinking full-on piano. It's kind of soothing, isn't it? I feel that a horror movie score would definitely be appropriate. Elm Street, yep, it's fresh in my mind. We just watched 3 of those movies in the past 2 days. So yeah, I could definitely see that fitting in a horror movie score. And you know, stuff like that is really popular, Daycalis. You know, like just reworked versions of songs, you know, slow it down a little bit, speed it up, whatever. But really, really nice stuff. A nice cover. I'm glad I checked out the original though, just to kind of get the you know, the Sparks Note version of the jumping off point, the inspiration point for you to cover it. Good stuff. Thanks, man. King Gizzard in the queue next. This is a track called I'm in Your Mind as Human Reviews continues the King Gizzard deep dive petition. I'm in your mind. Hang on. King Gizzard stuff is bad about being region locked. Depending on the upload. It's weird. Here we go. The title on screen is correct. I just had to pull it up in a different player. Ugh. Hannah just sent me something of that old YouTuber Shay Carl plugging for good old Trumpy. Ain't that fucking lovely? Yeah, okay, Shay. Didn't you fucking cheat on your wife and like family of 12 with some porn star or cam girl? Talking about riding your beard in the moonlight? Such a family guy. Hey, Shay Carl, I'm in your mind. This is some mind fuzz indeed. Some mind scuzz. I'm in your mind, allegedly. Dude, this build is fucking orgasmic. Wow. This might be one of my favorite King Gizzard tracks already. This sounds fucking fantastic. I will say, you're making a nice case for your petition there, human. I'm still very much on the fence with that endeavor, knowing how many albums there are, like 30. But the interest is there. This came out in 2014, guys. This is 10 years old. Killer track. Kind of some stoner rock vibes for sure. I can hear that in there. I feel you, Lissandro. Gold Gun Girls metric. I hear a little bit. Ever so slightly. Oh, fuck yeah. This is the opening track, right? Woo! Okay, hold up. There we go. Just beating it in with those drums too, man. Oh. That scuzzed out guitar sounds so damn good. Now that feels like some shit I've heard Gizzard do before in solos. I like it. Kind of a little bit of a calling card for them. Hot diggity damn. Wow. That was fucking hooky as hell, wasn't it? Holy shit. Well, that's obviously a thumbs up. Oh, I'm sorry, I mean thumbs down. No. Wow. Yeah, one of my favorite King Gizzard tracks I've heard now, I would say. That was bizarrely entertaining. Is that a good way to put it? You know? Let me see what Jason thinks. He concurs. He's spoken. Prepare for a 15-minute KG request. Whoa, what? From this album? Oh, shit. I'm down, man. Let's do it. The lead guitar was incredibly vivid. Like, I will definitely give points for originality in combining several different elements and styles. You know, things that maybe individually you feel like you've heard a band take on before, but not necessarily all of that under one umbrella. That was a nice surprise. Not that I was expecting anything bad in any way, but I wasn't expecting that level of greatness, I guess I should say. The opening track from their 2014 album, In Your Mind, Fuzz, which I will be checking out. I'm going to have to. All right, up next, we've got a submission from Magnus Burge. We'll see what we have. Hope you enjoy it, is all they said. I'm curious, is this your band, Magnus? This is Raven Redwood, Young and Free. Not Young and Menace, mind you. We would not want that. Spicy Margarita is a shoe-in for one of my worst songs of the year. I thought we were about to go into some pirate rock there for a second with that last line there. Let me hear that again. Sailing through the endless sea. Drop the sea shanty version. You won't. This is kind of cool. I love the rawness to the recording even. Yo, thank you, Human Review, so much, dude. That's incredibly kind of you, dude. Thank you so much for submitting that and for taking us on this King Gizzard journey, man. What a wild ride it's been. With that last one in particular, you kind of had my head spinning a little bit. I kind of fuck with this. The low keys turning into a little bit more of like a, okay, I feel what you guys are going for and I like it. I see it. I'm curious, if it's your solo project, does that mean that you are performing, like, is this all of your vocals and it's just like layers and we're hearing you harmonizing with yourself? Are you playing all of the instruments? Like, I'm curious about the vibe there. And like, self-produced, are you working with someone? Because what I'm getting at is that it sounds, even though it does have a raw sound, I think it's got a really good kick to it. Like, there's certainly a spark of creative energy in the air. It's like you strike a match and there goes the gasoline flame. Hell yeah, Human. Thank you again. Seriously. It's been a lot of fun. You did everything. Wow. That's amazing. Wow. Yeah. Good shit, dude. I gotta say, you're laying all that down yourself, even producing yourself. That's incredible. I think you did some really good work here. I think that the overall vibe of the song just felt fresh to me, if that makes sense. The way that you layer the vocals, your main vocal, like, I don't know. There was something a little bit different, and I appreciate that. I'm here for it. In fact, I'd throw the thumbs up for it. Let's go. Oh, Priscilla, don't be throwing the burger and fries in the chat right now. Hannah almost, what was it? Less than 60 seconds ago asked, what do we eat? And now I got a burger and fries in front of me, and that actually sounds really damn good. We'll see. All right, shall we move into the King Giz? Are we ready for this? This is a 15-minute excursion, if I'm not mistaken. So let's sit back and allow our minds to be fuzzed, courtesy of Human Reviews. I'm prepared to transcend. Let's go. From the album Laminator Denim. This is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard. This is your second favorite KG track. Second song off of their 2-track, 30-minute album. So only 2 songs, each 15 minutes. From 2023. Laminated Denim. That's your favorite of their albums. Going to be my last request for a while because I got to save up for a new PC. Of course, dude. Of course. Absolutely do that. Get yourself that new PC. So I thought I'd go out strong. Let's do it. Hypertension, King Gizzard. I feel that, Ellie. I do. I think that no matter how you end up feeling about it, I think that there does have to be a level of respect, especially if it's like competently put together, you know? Let me pop this in the chat for you guys. This is Hypertension. Glasses going back on. Lyrics getting pulled up. God, it's already got such a dominant guitar presence and atmosphere to the song already. Like, I feel like we're ready for it. Buckle up is what I'm feeling. Will this song give me hypertension? Baby, I'm already there. Wow, kind of that warbled wow, wow, wah, the wah, wah. As someone like George Harrison might say. Rock Coliseum is on Wednesday. I'm glad you brought that up. I was going to do a plug towards the end of the stream. And here we are. Rock Coliseum on Wednesday, 8 p.m. Be there. Me, Rock, Crash Thompson, and Spectrum Pulse. It'll be a live stream. I feel like a lot of their stuff comes through like that, like jamming in the studio, if I'm not mistaken, right? That's very cool. They just turned it into 2 songs, just from a jam. We almost got some Floydian type instrumental passages brewing. I have not heard of Shutdown, no. That bass is just rooted just perfectly in the mix, too. Such an anchor. For the flurry of sounds flying around it, you know? I can totally see why it would, you know, be an inspiration to you as a drummer. He's like in, I guess, I feel like in the pocket sounds generic, but like he's really in the pocket, man. Like he's in his groove behind the kid. Like, you can't help but be drawn to the instrumental right now, of course. We've got these long instrumental passages. Like clockwork. I've always loved that word, jeweler, like the jeweler's hands by Arctic Monkeys. Underrated. Underrated profession. The indies, you know, the independent jewelers. Sticky red death, like theft, like Grand Theft Auto and Blood, perhaps? It's always so impressive to me when a musician can be that well-rounded, to be so studied and, like you said, fluid in a variety of styles, whether it be as a drummer, as a vocalist. I mean, even somebody like Kelly Clarkson, you gotta give her credit, right? Think about how many of the karaoke segments she's done. It could be a guitarist, it could be a bassist. Being able to adapt and play in different styles is always, it's never gonna cease to blow my mind. Someone who can switch from, like, say, slap bass to playing with a pick to playing, you know, bare hands. Just picking at it with your fingers. Like, it's kind of crazy to see how masterfully, you know, some of the goats can do the things like that. No, Jesus, no, they did not. Sounds like I'm screaming out, no, Jesus, no. Don't clip that. John reacts to King Gizzard, no, Jesus, no. Feels like it's on the boiling point. Like we're on the fault lines right now, dancing along it. Feel like you're running along the earth as it's like cracking behind you in a movie like The Day After Tomorrow. That guitar is just timeless sounding. I'm over here trying to be like, oh, what does it sound like? What decade? Who cares, John? Stop trying to figure that out. That's not the point. It's a little bit of a lot of different things, I guess. Ellie. Oh my God. That would be hell in a cell. Because I would never get far enough in before somebody would inevitably restart it, and I would just hear the same 5 songs over and over. God dang, dude. Apologies for letting myself just... Actually, not apologies. I'm absorbed in this a little bit. Hence my silence. Oof. Who am I if not the canary in the coal mine? The guinea pig experiment. Yo, what up, pork chop? Oh, I'm sorry, pork chops. My apologies. It's fixing me. I can feel myself, I can feel the Dayquil seeping into my pores in real time, along with the King Gizzard. It looks like this might be our last song for the night too, and what a way to go out. If anyone does have anything else in mind, this is the last call for that. If you've got a closer, it's closing time. Top 5 rappers? I don't know if I got that off the top of my dome, but I mean Kendrick the GOAT, number 1. Probably Tyler the Creator, number 2. The others I'd have to debate it out another time. I'll give you my top 2 though. I never thought I'd be so stoked to have hypertension in my life, but here we are. I've got it with arms wide open. This is King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard for anyone just joining. Why are you laminating denim in another galaxy? What did I tell you about laminating galaxies? I don't know what it means, but I like it. Damn, finessing. Oh, not Travis Scott. No. No, no, no. It's such a patient song too when you think about it, like allowing itself little breathers that aren't so much breathers. Maybe they are, especially if it was born out of a jam session, you know. Breathers, but just a slight reset the tempo and build this out into something else, you know. Kind of feels like cave exploring. You're not exactly sure where that next turn is, or, you know, if you're going to get lost, or, you know, your batteries run out and oh my God, it's dark and you're in a cave. You know what I mean? Is the metaphor landing? I feel like it's, you know, adventuring in the dark when you're playing live and just jamming. And it could just, you know, for most people, and especially like, you know this, so if you're like me and you've tried to start a band without even really at all being able to play an instrument, trying to jam and turn it into something is not, that sounds good and that people will actually love. It's not an easy thing. And especially to keep it going for, you know, 30 minutes here, it sounds like. I do love me some Mac Miller. Some J. Cole. Some. Ooh. We got some flutes popping up. This feels like it could have worked in like a edit for like Midsommar or something. Feel like shit, if this is playing, I'll jump in with the flower crown. I mean, especially if Florence Pugh is there. Those little stabby bass notes are so good too. Like there's so much goodness going on, but those little things just make it that much more elevated. I'm so glad to hear that, Jamal. I'm glad that you really enjoyed it. Oh, human. Let me ask you this. What did you think about Mercurial World, if you've heard it? Is this your first time listening to Magdalena Bay? But before I go any further with the Mag Bay conversation, let me just quickly say a definite thumbs up for that. 15-minute smasher, a bit of a instrumental rager, if you will, with its valleys, nice ebbs and flows, a lot of intricate energy that you can tell these guys play together all the time. They put out a ton of material. They're always kicking ass playing shows, and they're very, I guess, trusting of their bandmates, and it shows in the ways that they can push a jam session like this and turn it into an album, you know? Really great stuff. I'm still over here. I'm in your mind, especially. I mean, it's just 3.5 minutes of pure heat. Pure mind fuzz, maybe I should say. Oh, first Mag Bay album. Okay. Report back or leave an angry comment on my review on AOTY. Blame me in your review. Say you were directly misled by a man who goes by the alias John from ARTV online. He's a liar. No, I swear I'm not lying about at least my love for the album. And I promise there's a lot of other people who have been going to bat for it as well. I would not put that much stock in it if I didn't truly believe they had created one of the most ethereal masterpieces that my ears have met in a very long time. It is a journey through and through. We're talking about Imaginal Disc by Magdalena Bay. Synth pop, alternative, indie pop. They do a little bit of everything. They got prog in there. There's some rock roots showing up. They were originally in a prog band, Mika and Matt together, and that is definitely showing up even more on their second full-length album in really immersive and impressive ways. So that's my 2 months later review saying, yes, I think it definitely, absolutely. I stand by my review of it. Masterpiece, AOTY. Let's go. All right. Would anyone like to request anything for a closing track, or shall I pick something? Last call here. I will listen to one track. You know what? Let's do a free request, and I will say last call if anyone wants to put something in the queue as an actual closer, last-minute swan song. But for now, free requests. Chat, have at it. Give me the name of the song and the artist, and I will pick one at random in 60 seconds. It can be whatever you want it to be, and I'll just pick one person at random from the chat. Just make sure you give me the name of the song and the artist. If I land on something that's not a request, we will scroll again. Kind of tempted to play another King Gizzard track from that album, but not yet. I saw that Sophie, I actually heard it, Sophie Ellis Bextor who had that song "Murder on the Dance Floor" that went viral, I guess, for the first time this year. It's from 2002, but she put out a new track called "Freedom of the Night" that I thought was pretty damn good. Really, really catchy. All right, time to pick something. Let's go. Last chance before I start scrolling. Get your free request suggestion in. No, not COVID, just a cold, fortunately. All right, here we go. Scrolling, starting now. And stop. All right, I landed on Less Than Jake and Goldfinger. I've Had Some Help. Blake Gunnels. Congrats. Less Than Jake. I've never been super into them, but they've never been one of those like ska type bands that I necessarily thought were untalented at all. Just not really my forte or thing that I'm drawn to. Not definitely like the very ska oriented bands. Some of the stuff that I can appreciate, like Mighty Mighty Boss Tones and other stuff adjacent to that, I could appreciate it from a distance, but it's just not really for me. There's some Goldfinger songs I've liked in the past. Oh, I completely forgot. I'm so sorry, Ezra. We've actually got something else in the queue that I did forget to listen to that we will not forget. We'll get to that right after this. Not that I'm exactly rushing to hear a Morgan Wallen song, but yes. Apologies that I overlooked that. So this is going to be a cover of a Post Malone song. Oh, yeah, the one that he did with, wow. What are the odds? Morgan Wallen. Well, here we go. We're going to listen to a cover, and then we're going to listen to the real deal, y'all. Get your cowboy hats on and saddle up. Yeehaw that like button, and let's roll. Why did they cover this of all things? I get it's popular, but this song sucks. The OG. John Feldman. Oh, you poor SOB. That sounds awful.
You're telling all your friends that I'm crazy, like I'm the only one.
Bro is so auto-tuned, it's not even funny.
Why'd you throw them stones? It's you. Had a wild hair of your own too.
This like twang he's trying to work in there too is not doing it for me.
Big glass house with a view. I thought you knew. I had some help. It ain't like I can make this kind of mess all by myself. Don't act like you ain't helped me pull that ball.
Like, I hate the fact that they raised the tempo just because they're a punk band. It sounds terrible. This song's already bad enough. I don't need it played at 2x.
Off the shelf and deep in every weekend. If you could
We cannot end on Morgan Wallen. Somebody hit up the queue, please. Holy God, we can't end like this. Guys, we have 2 Morgan Wallen songs in the queue. Is that how we're gonna end the evening? I'm choking on John Feldman's auto-tune. I'm quite literally drowning in his leftovers. And this is less than, I believe this is Less Than Jake now singing. I hate this. I hate this. Oh my God. I haven't had this visceral of a reaction to something in a long time. This is like a torture chamber for me. This is everything I hate about modern music in one sentence. The shitty, like a shitty collab that feels forced for no reason just because, oh wow, it's 2 names from the 90s. Look at us colliding to try and stay relevant by covering a popular song. And it's country and we have no business being in this lane and speeding up this song like this. Oh my God. I definitely prefer the OG, I gotta say. And I hate the original song. That's crazy. The auto-tune on this, and I know that the other track has auto-tune on it. I would expect that, but John Feldman here in particular sounds awful, and I just hate the energy that this exudes so much. Oh, I am just sour. Bro, this shitty ass. I really need you guys to see this. I'm getting a voice crack over here over this shit. There's like this shitty ass green screen. I don't even feel like going to the trouble. They don't deserve me pulling this up on stream. But here's a link. You gotta see the Less Than Jake part in particular. He's like so shittily green screened into this music video, official video. This free request should get charged. You know what, Blake? You've got an outstanding balance. Yeah, it's a bit of a mind fuck, isn't it, Lissandro? Dear God. All right, I'm calling it there. We're at the 156 timestamp of a 2-minute and 39-second track. This is as far as my brain cares to venture, and I will just throw that shit out the window from there. There's another soundbite we need. That is absolutely another must-have soundbite that I do not currently have in my repertoire, so we'll have to settle for.
We all hate you, John.
Welp. What's the old report of the day quote? What is it? You know what? I'm not going to be that guy. I can't misquote it. It's too late. The moment passed, John. Let it go. And now, from the actual cowboy himself, it's Morgan Wailing, or whatever the fuck. I agree, I prefer the original, and I don't like the original.
Rumors going all over town. Can't keep my name out the mouth these days. Yeah, they say.
What are the rumors that you say the N-word still? Because I would definitely believe it.
I live too fast to settle down. Truth is, I just ain't about these games they all play.
You ain't about these games they all play? Bro, I see you at football games all the time. What are you talking about?
Something stronger than whiskey.
There it is, Ascension. There it is.
Oh, I've tried, but every time I feel to kiss me, I keep coming up empty.
Like, he just kind of sounds soulless here, man.
I just wanna love somebody.
Do you?
Who won't leave a hole in my heart. I just wanna love.
You know, the thing that I respect least about most mainstream country artists and the way that country has pretty much always been is that most, not all, mind you, most mainstream country singers, it's been this way for a long time. Maybe the tides have shifted a bit towards more traditional songwriting. Most country singers are just that, singers. They don't write their shit. They just sing other people's songs. And it makes it just automatically feel a little less, you know, authentic. And it's like, cool, you perform that. But like for me, it's like, where's the heart, you know? And something like just singing other people's words all the time. I don't know how much Morgan writes of his own shit, but that was a good one, wasn't it? That skit was fun to make. I think that was worst songs like 2020, maybe 2021. Let me guess, Maroon 5? Love Somebody? Guys, we can't go out like this. I'm begging you. Please don't let me die on a hill like this. Is this the hill that you want to leave me dying and rotting on? Morgan Whalen? Is that what I deserve? Is that the hell that I've earned?
He's up against me. I don't know why. It feels like there's nobody with me, and I'm still empty.
Fuck you, Machine Gun Kelly.
I just wanna love somebody who won't leave a hole in my heart.
You're leaving one in mine, buddy.
Love somebody that don't want me falling apart. And I'll be lucky if I ever find something more than just a crazy night. I just wanna love somebody.
Yo, Streamlabs doing me dirty and the camera. Wow, I'm still here, guys. Morgan Wallen just killed the stream. He's trying to put a bullet in it.
I just wanna love somebody. I just wanna love
I'm here.
somebody.
I'm coming for you, Morgan.
Hole in my heart. I just wanna love
John needs some help. I need some help.
falling apart. And I'll be lucky if I
Well, guys, I guess this is how we go out.
something more than just a crazy night. I just wanna
Meme-worthy freeze.
somebody.
Get your screenshots now.
It's definitely a no for me, dog.
Well. That's lovely. Back to back Morgan Wallen, man. That's something. That'll do it to you. I guess the Broadway girls were the friends we made along the way. Oh man. Well, guys, I would say it's been fun because it mostly was, but that ending was, yeah, we woke up on the wrong side of the truck bed, indeed. Oh, it's all good, Philly. Streamlabs decided it had had enough and pulled the plug on itself, I think, for the evening, I guess. So, we'll call it there. Thanks, guys. Have yourselves a good evening. I think I'm on the mend. Hopefully, we'll be back with some new videos this week. I'll see you guys soon.